in hard time, navigating your way financial fortune even in hard time. Most of us may not understand, but I want to break it. You can either say how to make money in difficult time. You can also say how do you survive in hard time financially. You can also say how do you succeed financially in love, or how can you be financially smart. Whichever one you said is still the same thing. It's just English that changed there. Just like calling the bride price, and some people will don't call it tithe in the church. God and money. If you want to go through this, the first thing you are supposed to do is to be wealth consciousness. What we mean by wealth consciousness is you say, I will not feel to be poor. I am not poor. I have the purchasing power. I can buy anything I want to buy. I am not helpless, and that I will not fall into depression. So if you have these things in your mind, you can go through them. The thing is, if you are producing or giving services, you must increase the quality of your product or services. There is difference between quality and quantity. If you are somebody that is doing zero and you have financial strength, there is hardship everywhere. Don't blame the government, don't blame anybody. All you need to do is to increase the quality of your zero. Even if you are putting your zero in 75 cm bottle and you decide to put them now in 50 cm bottle, increase the quality. Anybody taking your zero will know that he is drinking a quality zero, and they will be forced to come to you anytime they need zero. Another thing is, you now look for a way to solve the bigger problems. The bigger problems may be problems like your production outfit. You may have challenges of light, fuel, let's say energy. Most of us, let me give an example of pure water. Most of us that produce pure water, in the last 2 weeks in Mina, you see them shutting down their factory. Because of what? No light. Like where I live, for the past 4 days, we didn't have light until the cables dry before they give us another light, and the cables will not dry, another light will come. So if it rains every 3 days in your place, check in the next 2 weeks, you will not get light because they will wait for the cable to dry, which is not supposed to be so. So in that case, we quickly look for an alternative. We have good alternative now, like the solar power. If you are producing with 500,000, you can power your factory and you will be producing every day and you will be making profits. your colleagues that didn't do that alternative will be out of business. So what you need to do in hard time is to check and solve the bigger problems. Another thing is constant marketing and advertising. It helps a lot. Constant marketing and advertising, it helps a lot. Whichever product you are doing, you don't need to pay too big. You can come tell MC, this is my product, oh, please help me. The MC will advertise it for you, and you will be surprised some people here will start patronizing you. Just like MC said, somebody said in the church that I'm a teacher, and he got patronized. I'll give you one example for some people that are always in social media. How many of us know the story of Fatima Ejobene? It's like a lot of us have not been checking our social media. There was a lady called Fatima. In their shop, she's a salesperson. She's not the owner of the shop. She's a salesperson, and they sell only somebody in that shop in Kano. About 1 week ago, he said, is there anybody that knows here? Okay. Went to that shop to buy Jobene. As he was taking his Jobene, the lady was staring at him directly. And the person went to the place with said, why are you looking at him that way? Did you know him? She said, no. But he resembled somebody I know. You say, who is that? You say, one singer. If you don't know, it's the person that sang the song of Tilimbo Jagabaya Jabakasa. And we have Karbakasa, and he's still Karbari Kara. The lady now say, he has been looking for the man, you want to know him, this and that. So after 3 days, the Rarara went home and composed a song called Fatima Maizogele. After 3 days, all the radio stations in Kano start singing Fatima Maizogele. Because of that advert, after 3 days, they have to be begging from neighboring villages to get Jogele to that shop. But the unfortunate thing is the owner of that shop, she now say, Fatima, you are sad because you made them to sing about you, you didn't put me in, and you are not the owner of the shop. So she served Fatima, and Rana offer to have another Jogele shop for Fatima in Abuja that will worth 10 million naira. So that is the power of advert. So whichever product you are doing, advertise it, be consistent, and you see people patronizing you. Another thing is what the Elijah said. You should hold unnecessary spending. Hold unnecessary spending. What you know that will not help you in your business, don't do it. To get 11,000 naira, know that that business is not working. Or you spend 10,000 naira to get 9,000 naira, know that you are killing your business. So how do you cut down unnecessary spending? There are things that you don't want. There are things that are not necessary. You don't have to go into them. If you are not doing Yahoo business, you have no business to buy iPhone if you are not a millionaire. If you are still collecting school fees from your father and you decide to go with iPhone, you are wasting your time and you are wasting your energy. So it's unnecessary. I believe and I know whatever you can do with iPhone will have good Android phones that can do them now. Even better. Some even faster. So you have to cut down unnecessary spending. Another thing is, if you took loan to start the business, make sure you pay, especially if it's a long-term loan or short-term, whatever loan it is. Make sure you pay as at 1 June, because if you don't pay, the banks will be accumulating a lot and lot of interest in your money. And another thing is, when you are making profit, just like my brother said, make sure you save at least 15% of that revenue. If you are not saving, you are yet to be in business. Above all, my brother has said it before, it's not prayer. Have faith. If you have faith and have confidence, you will make it. But if you stay, you don't have the faith, you don't have the confidence, and you start to say, I will be praying, and you continue to pray in your room, you will definitely be very, very poor in your room. So have faith and have confidence. Work hard for it, and you will make it.
My personal honorable Abdul Muhammad. Please, we can do better, we can do better, we can do better. You know, I'm just wondering, in a sickness, in a house, which of them she could? Which is discovered that killing is not the option because the hardship reached them. So, Nigeria, which is, if you watch social media, they now put ice block inside cooler and it is just, they put water inside cooler and put on ice block. How many of us have seen that? Package are restaurants. When the medicine will start using aircraft, made by Nigerian restaurants, you know, and Nigeria will be a better place, no more killing. You know, that's what I mean. And pastors should not be binding and casting witches in the churches anymore, because our witches should be creating money, making things, doing a lot of things, you know. May God show us that time, bro. Trying to become a scientist. Why do you want to switch overnight and say, well, no, you will not understand? I say, wow. You want to learn everything. To where? He says he's going to Cotonou. You know, to do what he said to study economics. I say, Isaac. For everything to himself, today he's an economist. The young man is a go-getter. The young man is determined to get everything he want to get. The young man is a visionary. The young man is seeing the future from yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, to introduce him further, let me bring to the microphone and podium, of course, one of the biggest protocol in the Kingdom Church of God. To get about Amos the Great, to in the next 3 minutes, introduce Mr. Isaac to the podium. Please round of applause for Amos the Great.
It's a pleasure to stand before you this evening. We've spent a lot of time. So without much ado, it's not my intention to take much of your time any longer. But then, some times ago, some years back, I propounded a theory of time, which I tagged the philosophy of time. And I can remember very well, in that philosophy, that I said that time is not the tick-tock of our wristwatches, but that time is the rising or the setting of the sun. Time is event. Time is decision. Time is action. Time is made when young men of timbers and calibers begin to think about the mistakes of the past and correct the present, that a successful and great future can be made. In our generation, that is how time is made. And here in our generation and here in our time, we are live witnesses of the emergence of the growing young entrepreneurs. And today is the convener, the ambassador, the representative of the growing young entrepreneurs. And this young man, which I'm about to present to you, and of course to invite him to the podium, is a multi-billionaire, not by proxy, but by determination. This young man, which I'm about to present to you and to invite him to the podium, is a multi-billionaire, not by chance, not by inheritance, but by decision. This young man, which I'm about to present to you and to invite him to the podium, is a young man that is a multi-billionaire, not by proxy, but by inclusion. This young man, which I'm about to present to you and to bring him to the podium, it has an eagle eyes and a lion heart. This young man can sit in Mina and he can see a lot of business and ample and abundance of business opportunities all over the world. In Europe, in Asia, in America, in Britain, in Nigeria. Is the Chief Executive Officer of the Roundabout Global Ventures. Of course, this young man has propounded a theory. Of course, he is the progenitor of navigating from poverty to wealth and affluence, even in hard time. Ladies and gentlemen, if I want to go ahead of describing this young man, I will go on and go on and go on and go on, and I will not exhaust the adjective in my and very sure, because he is a speaker of this conference, he is no other person as will help me, as will encourage you with a collaboration, Mr. Isaac Shekwolo.
Happy, I'm out of words to see all of you guys here. A round of applause for you. I wanted to say praise the Lord, but I just remembered I'm not a pastor, I'm not in church. Yeah, so instead, oh hi, how are you guys doing, everybody? Yeah, so going straight into what brought us here, navigating your way to financial fortune, even in hard times. I mean, I don't have to speak too much English for every one of you to believe that we are in hard times in the situation, in the country, Nigeria today. We are facing a lot. Yeah? Police would like me not to say praise the Lord. So, I went up. Maybe it's only in my area that it went up. I believe it went up in every other part of Nigeria. Yeah? Yes. Just recently, the price of commodities in the market went up, like salt, rice, even the most delicious food. Some people call it SP. Maybe the older people don't know it. It's called student power source. Yeah. It has gone up to want you to think in your mind, ponder, puzzle, explore. What does this picture bring to your mind? With this picture, what do you think? Imagine yourself in a situation like this, or your younger sibling in a situation like this. What will you do? Now, this called for a navigation to financial fortune, even in hard times, that could be like this. and how to navigate. There's a way which every one of us keep wondering about. Some of us are like, oh no, till this tenure is over before I sit back and have sense and think of what to do. Some of us are like, no, I'll wait for some multi-billionaire to come give me some 10,000 naira, 100,000 to do some business. Some of us are just waiting for that lucky day to come. But I tell you the truth, the best time to make that decision is when? Now. Is the right time to make decisions, even in hard time. Because you know what? This is not the first time it's happening. It's not going to be the last time it's going to happen. It's going to happen over and over and over. Time is of the essence, as people say. Time is one generic and most valuable resource that God has given to mankind. Each and every one of us in this room today have the same amount of time. I mean, the Bill Gates, the Mark Zuckerberg, they don't have 34 hours in a day. Is that true? Oh, Elon Musk doesn't have 54 hours in a day. Is that true? We all have 24 hours to ourselves each day. We all have 7 days in a week. We all have 12 months in a year. Praise the Lord. Yeah, I mean that. So you see, you can never be 20 years old twice. 30th of March, I celebrated my 50 years old birthday. Clap for me. Don't I look older? So, you see, I celebrated the birthday 30th of March. I won't tell my age. But I can never be that age again. You can never be 20 years old twice. You can never be 50 years old twice. You can never be 85 years old twice. Once time has passed, it has passed. And there is nothing you can do about it. Time is of the essence, of course. Okay, maybe you decide one day that you want to gift your grandmother, Kaka, Mama, some check of $1 billion. I mean, she will collect it, but then what do you think she will really use that money for at an old age like that? But I say, no, you want to give your grandfather rather the most expensive car in the world, a Rolls Royce or a Maybach. He will be happy, he will pray for you, but he's struggling with his walking stick. How does he want to drive that car? Time is of the essence. I'm here to tell you, especially the youths, especially the 21st century youths, especially the Gen Zs and millennials, that we are at our prime, at our youth. Hello? Good. Now, you want to gather your grandfather and your grandmother together and take them to Yahuza at 85 and 90. Men, they are just planning to take them 6 feet below faster. The doctor will tell you, don't do that. Because that delicacy you are trying to do them is too hot. It's too painful. Dr. Shakuni can bear witness to that, sir. You don't try that with older people. You want to give them something cool. You want to give them something more natural. You want to give them something more pleasant, not hot pepper soup somewhere. Depression happened. This was a period in time that everything was in turmoil. Just like we are facing today, that we are saying, oh, the prices of oil has gone high. Oh, the economy is hard. Oh, this, that. It was the same situation that happened in this period, the Great Depression. But I'll tell you the truth today, even in that situation, people came up with great ideologies. People came up with great ideas. People came up with great inventions. That is one of the things I want to see our youth in these days do. Even whilst we complain that the economy is hard. The same period that the Nescafe coffee was also created. Say it's 60% of people we have in this room that are students. You once somehow use Nescafe so you stay awake and read for exams. Imagine that this guy didn't read this in that period. This was the same period that the photocopying machine was also created. In times when people are saying the situation is hard, I cannot do nothing. In times where people are saying, oh, the price of food in the market has gone high, I cannot do nothing. This was the same period that people are coming up with inventions, ideology, and creations. Sometime again in 2007 to 2009, it happened. happen again. But this same period was the same period that WhatsApp was created. Almost everybody in this hall today uses WhatsApp. WhatsApp has helped to communication. WhatsApp has helped to relate things to people. This was the same period that the Uber transportation company was also created. This was the same period that the Airbnb was also created. Now, took a decision. I mean, you are sitting here today, and an auntie is there finding herself. Do you know why she's finding herself? Because she's feeling hot, probably. But do you know that she's the one that made that decision to find herself? Yeah. So then it tells you that nobody makes a decision for you. No matter the situation you're in right now, nobody come and carry you and say, oh boy, come on for this place. No, you have to make that decision for yourself. Yeah? Praise the Lord. Yes, decision makes men. You have to learn how to make decisions. You don't want to make that decision that everybody is making, that let me do the Japa movement. The Japa movement is people that are traveling to another countries, such like UK, where they are just going to know where they are going, what they are going to do. I mean, it's nice traveling. I personally really want to have a home mansion in Nigeria and travel around the world. Do you know that the cost of things out there is crazy? The real estate abroad is crazy. House rent that we pay here, maybe per year, averagely, maybe for 150, maximum 200, averagely. You go there, you pay house rent for 1 month, 200k. You don't pay, you must live somewhere, maybe under the bridge. So, I mean, you want to Japa, of course, but Japa with a purpose. Japa with a reason. Japa where and what you are going to do. Yeah? It's not really about your location, but it's about God's allocation for you. It's about God. It's about where God has destined you to be. You could just decide to book a flight one day and say, oh, let me go and carry one and then one is that travel to Ghana, Cotonou, or the UK. Do you know that command visa will never change to a group that it will still remain as a command visa? Why? Because it's not really where you are, it is who you are. And the real sense is not about your location at the end of the day, but it's about who you are. You don't want to Japa and just recently some people died in the high school because of this Japa thing. I mean, it has been trending. And people are following the trend, Japa, but we want to Japa with a reason. How then do you navigate if you have times? What will you do? You think right now. What's coming to your mind? You want to do something. You have to have a plan. You have to make a move. You have to make a decision. How do you navigate to financial fortune? As far as human exists, in every society, I tell you the truth, we have needs. In basic economics, we are taught food, water, clothing, and shelter are the most basic human needs. They are not wants, they are needs. We can't do without them. So then it means that even whilst people are complaining about hardship, people are still making money in it. Do you know that even in IDP camp, people still make money? Okay, people that supply them water or some food, or is it for free they do that? They definitely pay them. Even when this coronavirus came, people made money. People that supplied face masks, did they give people face masks for free? They have paid. So even in hard times like this, as far as human beings exist, you can definitely still find a way to financial success. So then, we always find two kind of people in a situation like this. And most of the time, the population of Nigeria fall under the category A, which I call an unfortunate category actually. Mr. A sees a problem and becomes a victim of that problem. It's so sad, it's so painful that most of the population of Nigeria are in this category. They see a problem and they go online like, oh, the dollar has gone up. And you don't know that the more you do that, the more you make it go up. Because other people are hearing the road and things going up. The more you cause pain, the more you cause tension, the more it increases. But then Mr. B sees that same problem. Mr. B finds himself in that same economic hardship. And then what does he do? He creates a solution to whatever problem he finds himself. You have to learn how to think. You have to learn how to find solutions to problems. Solutions to problems makes wealth at the end of the day. Dangote was so rich. I love that man for almost 10 years or more. But do you know what? He found a solution to a problem. And that solution to a problem brought wealth to him. And now he brought wealth to him that today we are 200 million plus. Imagine that you just create something, you just invent something, you just manufacture something, and you sell it to, let's not even say to go 200 million plus, let's just say 1 million people every day, and you sell it at 1 naira, as low as 1 naira. Calculate that. How much will you make in a week? Problem solving is wealth creation. Every one of us have purposes. Every one of us have gifts. Every one of us have talents. But we always fail. We always fail to leverage. We have discovered it, learn how to leverage on it and monetize it. A lot of us have talents, have discovered our gifts. A lot of us have graduated from schools. But once we come out, the first thing we say is we don't have capital to start business. I'm sure if I ask most people in this room right now about business ideas, about their talent they have, they'll say yes, they know about it very well. But they'll always say the only thing limiting them right now is capital. Yeah? Haven't you seen when the government gives funds to individual youth? And say out of 100%, only 10% of those people they give funds to utilize those capital well. So it's not really about the physical cash you're talking about. There's something more important apart from that physical cash as in capital. And it's called integrity. 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 You want to be a person of integrity. You want to be a person that keeps your word. You want to be a person that says you're 12 o'clock and it's 12 o'clock. Come rain, come sunshine. You want to be a person of integrity that even behind you, people say, oh, this guy can be able to do this. You want to be a person of integrity that even behind you, when people say this guy stole it, they say it's a lie, he can't do that. That is a person of integrity. You just don't want to be a person of integrity. You want to translate from being a person of integrity to earning trust. Trust is earned over time. You can't just do a business to somebody in a day or 2 days and expect to earn trust from that person. No. And that's what most of us use lack. We lack that patience. We are in a rush to make this money. And some of us, no, not some of us, some of them do Yahoo plus. That's the problem. Because they don't have the patience to do online business. They don't have the patience to build relationship with legitimate people to make legitimate money. You have to have integrity and you have to have trust. Then it boils down to savings. I mean, a lot of times you spend money. Even today you spend money. Don't worry, you spend money. It's either you put recharge card or you spend money on transport or you spend money by feeding yourself. Maybe you didn't spend money today, you spent money yesterday, day before yesterday, last week, last month, you definitely spent money. Money came through your account and it's always going. When they just try to go to your bank and create or generate your bank statement, you find out there are zeros. It's your account. It's not one more type millionaire somewhere. It's your account. I tell you the truth today. So there is money always coming into your account and there is money always going out of your account. Why then won't you develop the skill and habit of saving? Every great person, every successful businessman has this habit and skill of savings. You want to also generate capital. You sell your liabilities. In elementary economics, we have assets and we have liabilities. Assets are those valuable that appreciate over time. Assets like land, like building somewhere. Liabilities are those assets like my daddy was talking about, iPhones that depreciate over time. Do you know that if you buy an iPhone 15 today, next 2 years that iPhone 15 will be old school? Yeah, because the liability it has gone down. Now I'm not abusing an iPhone 15. Someone. I'm actually telling you that unless you are using the iPhone 15 to make legitimate money, then if not, it's a liability. You don't want to rush and buy some nice clothes or buy some nice car. Those are liabilities. There are some liabilities even in our boxes to go back home. And then you call me or you call one big man Sunday and tell him that you don't have capital, whereas you have liabilities. Or probably before you're even using to call that big man is an iPhone 15 and you're telling him you don't have capital. How wise can we be? Wisdom. The next is middlemanship. You can generate capital by being a middleman. You can either become a realtor or a dropshipper. Who is a realtor? Someone who helps people